Welcome. Today we are going to go over how your shuffling affects your, gameplay throughout your Commander game. Let's jump right into it. Alright, first I've got two separate piles. One's going to be land and one's going to be non-land, and these are separated to better visualize stuff. And yes, you will definitely cringe a bit. Yes, I'm going to mix two decks together. The lands aren't going to match or whatever, that doesn't matter. What matters is how this is going to go. So this is just a normal shuffle, classic shuffle in between each other. As you can see, there's kind of like some rough spots with like large clumps of lands and or non-lands. And as we can see here, with our draw of 7, we get at least 3 lands. So, it's kind of decent, but as you get going into the game, you're going to have large swaths of non-land, and that's probably not the best. Now let's move on to our weird kind of side-by-side shuffle like this. As you kind of go back and forth, I've seen this many times, and is it really that effective? Let's check it out. I just kind of move it up a little bit so we can see better. All right, kind of do that a bunch, and it's a little bit messy, but that's okay. And as you can see, it's definitely not that great. There's just a big spot of just lands or non-lands, I can't remember, but as you can see, I think the yellow ones are land here, but they they don't mix well. This one, this shuffle is kind of just you definitely just want to not do this ever at a GameStop. But this is how I used to shuffle when I was a kid, because I didn't know how. This hurts me just as much as it hurts you, but I did it for science. So, give me some slack. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, we got 3 lands, so, it's fine. Okay, now let's just do no shuffle. This is just going to be... Okay, I'm going to take it out of my box and give it to you to play. That is not good. Look at that. Look at that large clump of lands. The lands are the green ones here, I guess. Yeah, just large quantities of not good stuff. So here, let's try our first 7. Yeah, so that's our non-lands. The copper ones and the green is our lands. So as you can see, our first 7's probably fine with our lands kind of separated a bit here. But I'll show you here in a second. The opening hand might be okay, but then you got non-land, land, land, non-land, and nothing good until 5 cards after that. So definitely don't do that. Okay, he's already shuffled, but I want to shuffle it some more, so we're going to do the laying out version. This is just, it's already been shuffled, and we're going to shuffle it again like this, which is, you'd think it'd be effective, but as you can see, some stacks have much larger bits of the same color, meaning you're going to get an uneven amount of cards in one spot. So I don't know, probably not the best way to do it, especially after you've already shuffled. So you got 2 lands out of all those things, and as we can see here, there's gonna be a line on top, but in real life, no. So we got land, non-land, and land like 10 down, so not very good. But okay, hear me out. This is how I shuffle at home. This is our house rule. You want to play the game of Commander, right? You don't want to be stuck with bad cards. So here's how I shuffle at home. We mana weave, right? Mana weaving is going to be it's just going to be the best, most consistent way to play Commander. Like, if you don't want to be stuck like one of those other players with 10 lands in a row, or you don't do anything or no land at all, this is the best way to do it, because you could just put it all together and look how evenly that shuffles. You will always have a land, and you always know what's going to be kind of know what's next, but not really, because the cards are still random. But you'll know that you'll hit a land drop, and you can always be guaranteed of that. Even if you have to, your partial Paris, you got to get rid of one card, you're going to draw a land. So, kind of nice that way. I really like it. That's how I do it at home. Please don't get me wrong. Our decks aren't that great, so don't yeah, don't think we're playing like CEDH decks with it. But anyway, like, subscribe, get notified, hit that bell button, make sure that you're watching the videos. And you know, I love that you guys are here. Sorry, this is kind of a jumbled mess. I was kind of throwing stuff together this week, but you know, hey, next week we're gonna have a great commander. We're gonna do Zedru. If you watch to the end of this video, you will know that it's Zedru. And anyway, thanks for watching, guys.